Luke, congratulations. The title run continues. As you said on the stage, not your brilliant best, but it must be a nice feeling to one, retain the title, and two, do it when you're not playing, the swashbuckling things that we see.
Yeah, like I said on stage, there's a lot of close games throughout this tournament, and I weren't at my best at times. Missed far too many doubles that I would have liked to hit. But yeah, we've got the job done, and for the first time in 10 years, just like the Worlds, someone's gone back to back.
It's interesting that you say that. You obviously know these stats, and you always bring up, I could do that record, I could do that record. Is it a nice feeling when you just, one, win the title, but two, tick the records off as you go along as well? Yeah,
because obviously I don't think there's obviously that many players to go back to back, never mind win it 2 times. But yeah, for myself, obviously I'm always on social media, and like I said, I think it was a day before I travelled down, or 2 days. Last person to go back to back was Michael 10 years ago, so I was like, yeah, the Worlds, Gary 10 years ago, now it's Michael, and yeah, took it game by game and got the job done. You've not lost in a TV ranking game since October the 25th. That is insane. Are you starting to believe you could win them all and hold them all at the same time now? Yeah, I mean, that's obviously the main aim, because even when I come off from a semi-final, I was just straight on Instagram, just having a scroll, on TikTok having a scroll. I think it was 16 consecutive semis, or maybe 17. So yeah, I know my semi-finals record's good, and obviously the finals record is there to be with it as well. Are you feeling unbeatable at the moment? Because no matter what you do, you're winning titles, whether it's on the Euro Tour, here on the TV. Like Luke Humphries loses, you still win. It doesn't matter who they put in front of you at the moment, they just can't beat you. Is it just like a feeling of incivility right around at the moment? Yeah, I think obviously the Premier League on Thursday was a massive win. Obviously to get myself from 7th up to 3rd. Obviously it's not been the start that I wanted, but obviously now I'm sat 3rd, it obviously means a lot. But just to bring that down to the UK Open and pick up the trophy means a lot. But yeah, hopefully I can kick on now and get even better. Congratulations, mate. Thank you.
Luke, huge, well done once again on winning the trophy. What were your thoughts at 6-6? Because I think he was averaging 12 points higher, and yet he just couldn't get away. It was like Wadey was wading like he always does.
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously Wadey got into the lead, I got into the lead, but I managed to get back into the lead in the back end of the game and obviously keep the lead and win the title. But James is one of them players, he won't go away. He'll always be there with you. And yeah, it's very hard playing James, as everyone knows, but on the board and even after it, just a gentleman. But yeah, another great final to win.
You've beat him now in 3 major finals in the past 12 months. He felt he was unlucky not to get in the Premier League. Would you like to see him on that stage once again for 16 weeks?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the Premier League it's the Premier League. People are going to get picked, people aren't going to get picked, and there's loads of controversy every year, and I just sit back and just have a look at it, see who gets picked and whatnot. But I just think if you do well through the year, then obviously you've got to back it up in the World Championships. That's what I said this afternoon. Obviously, if Danny had a better World Championships than what he did, then maybe Danny would have got in. But yeah, obviously if James has got to a major final now, keeps it up, has a good run in the Worlds, then yeah, who knows.
And on stage you said that not a lot of people would have expected you to lift this trophy. When you see it, it's not often people write you off. When you see that, does that give you extra motivation, like you need some more anyway?
Yeah, I mean, even leading up to the Premier League, everyone was obviously doubting me once again, not to win a game, but obviously to beat Gezi and Johnny in the backyard, hit 170 against them both and pick up the title meant a lot. And like I said there, just to get from 7th up into that qualification spot once again means a lot. But yeah, we've got to kick on now.
Cheers, Luke. Well done.
Thank you.
Luke, huge congratulations on winning another major trophy. But you mentioned yourself, you're Dublin, not quite where you want it to be, but you still seems like no one can beat you. Is there a point where you're starting to feel like we're seeing these closer score lines and we're getting a little bit too complacent, losing a lack of concentration? Is that something that creeps into your head on stage now?
Yeah, I mean, not really, because obviously I've survived even worse scatters. I mean, going back to the match play, being 5-0 down twice in the tournament and just getting myself out of that deep hole and going on to win matches. So if I'm ever behind, all I say to myself is just remember the match play, just dig deep and come back.
And did this seem a little bit like a slog for a few players like that today? Did you find yourself fatiguing a little bit more than you normally would? Because you're so used to these final days where you're playing multiple long games. Is that something you kind of noticed for the first time?
Yeah, obviously it's very long days, especially obviously winning the afternoon game and then waiting to play and obviously winning the semi-final. It's a quick turnaround to get back into the final. Same as the Euro Tour really, that's even a longer day. But yeah, I think it's just all about getting used to it and just managing obviously your practice and then getting into the final.
And just one final word on James Wade. You mentioned he was a really gentleman to you after the game, as he always is. For you, he's probably someone you watched growing up. Where do you rank him in terms of your all-time listed players? Because he's got to be well up there, still doing it for over 3 decades.
Yeah, I think he's been here every time now. I think 24 years. So that just goes to show how long he's been around. And James was obviously one of the ones that I always watched growing up. All these people that Unbeaten. Thinking back 10 years ago, I was watching them. But yeah, James is absolute class. And yeah, I said to him, I've beat you back to back now, you can have it next year. And he went, yeah, that's if I'm still around. But yeah, I think he's still got a lot left in the tank.
Thank you very well.
Luke, congratulations, it's another UK Open title for you. Do you feel like maybe that experience of having those longer days on the Euro Tours, as you mentioned, perhaps contributes to you having even more of an advantage in these tournaments compared to those that might not have such experience during those tournaments?
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously especially the long Sundays, it's massive just to get used to, and like I said, just balance it out, practice, sit down and have a little practice before I go on. That's what I do. But yeah, still getting used to the Sundays. I'm absolutely shattered now. But yeah, I can finally chill out tonight.
One more from me, looking ahead to the rest of the Premier League season, obviously it's not the start to the campaign you wanted, but you got that nightly win in the bag now and you got the title here. You think that can maybe help you kickstart your season, get you into the top 4? It's early days, of course.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, like I said there, going from 7th to 3rd, it's a big jump for myself, and obviously not playing the best at the start of the Premier League, it means a lot to get that win in Cardiff. But yeah, I've just got to kick on now and hopefully pick up some more points in Nottingham.
Luke, I know the other night in Cardiff you were also at the Laureus Awards in Madrid. You said you were looking forward to meeting some people. Was anyone in particular that was on the list that you might have a chat with?
Yeah, I mean, I've not really checked. I think all the nominations have come out, but I didn't really look at too many of them. But I think Carlos Alcaraz has been voted or nominated as well. So yeah, hopefully I can meet him.
Big tennis fan?
Big tennis fan, and I think, was it Newcastle Media Day? I think that morning or the day before, he won me some money against Djokovic.
Oh, right. Say thank you to
Luke, on those nominations, what does it mean to you to be put alongside sportsmen of that calibre? Obviously, I know you're a massive sports fan anyway, but to have the lad from Warrington name alongside those, what does that mean to you when you get home and away from everything? Is it a nice feeling?
Yeah, it's an absolutely amazing feeling. But yeah, I think I've broke through twice now. I think I'm in for breakthrough of the year. I think I've done that in 2024. But yeah, it's obviously massive. Obviously, like I said, I've not checked the nominees, but I'm sure there's going to be loads of sports stars there as well.
Got room for another trophy at home?
Hopefully, if I win it.
Thanks.
Cheers, Luke.